Welcome to Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia, hi Felicia.
I love how it's kind of like a half note down. It's interesting.
I like you singing this, Jordan.
It's really good. I'm getting really into your theme song.
Wow. So for everybody that needs to know or doesn't know, Felicia is in Florida.
Let my people go.
So Felicia's in Florida. So we have a special guest that Felicia does not know about, and it is the man, the myth, and the legend, Mr. Jordan Brodsky. And for those that don't know Jordan, I've known Jordan for, I feel like it might be a decade now.
More.
So we met on Long Island Medium, but a little backstory on Jordan. Jordan went to NYU Tisch. He's from Atlanta, Georgia, but like a suburb of Georgia, Marietta. And he is just a delight. He's always making me laugh. And one would say, was this Jordan's idea for Felicia and I to do the podcast? And he's looking at me and nodding. What? Tell me what you're going to say.
One would say, everyone would say that this is my idea, your husband included. This was all my idea. Any success that Marni and Felicia gained from this is because of me. And I just want the record to be straightened right now because you know the truth. So why don't you just tell everybody?
So it was years ago.
It's pissing me off.
Like I want to say it was even before Instagram started.
So I've always seen the beauty and the genius between your mother and you.
Okay.
But also more so Felicia. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I love that.
So Felicia's gold. So everything she says is a pearl of genius. You know, I just wanted her to have her moment, but actually Marni was like, no. And she wanted to have the limelight for herself more so.
I did not.
Yes, you did. But your mom was also like shy about it. She thought I was making fun of her.
She did. And just explain, like, when did you meet? Do you remember when you met Felicia?
I don't remember the exact day, but I just remember being in love with her the second I met her. Everything she said, I was dying because this is what I wanted to be when I grow up. I just wanted to be this like Long Island Jewish mother who just had something to say about anything and everything that wasn't my business. And here we are, and I'm taking her place today.
And can you explain to us, like, originally, years ago, Jordan pitched the idea to be called The Quiche with Felicia, or Barry's Bitches. And that's my father's name. And I remember thinking, oh, that's so ridiculous. And look at us now.
And do you like your title more than the ones I pitched?
Well, I think Hi Felicia is really like just on brand. You know, Barry, R.I.P.
It's safe.
It's just really great.
When Felicia gets her own deal and starts stepping away from you, she'll probably want to retitle it. She'll be like, Marni who? Marni who? It'll be just her.
Jordan, like, when I work with Jordan in the past, it's just like constant laughter, constant smile on my face. We lived together in Florida for a week. We've done Vegas for 10 days. We lived at the Bally's Hotel in Vegas where like a murder happened one night.
There was blood on the carpet.
There was blood on the carpet. We'd wake up at like 8 a.m. and like people were just like leaving the clubs and like the smoke. And
there was no window, no light.
We were just living in like this other world.
Leeches. Vegas leeches.
Dark time, like...
It was fun though. Looking back,
it was amazing.
We'll never be able to say, "Oh, like I lived in Vegas," except for one time.
We've been to Miami. We were both in Miami
together.
Remember
that club? We went to Twist together.
We went to Twist together. Was that like a drag club?
It was a gay club, but there were drag queens there.
You know, I love gay clubs, and I feel like gay men don't like when I go to the gay club sometimes.
And I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
I'll tell you why. This is a big critique that I've been having with you and your mother. I think that you guys have been tokenizing gay men on the show, and it's been really offensive, but also amazing at the same time because it's not tokenizing. How about fetishizing, which I appreciate, and turns me on.
Well, like we like live and breathe for gay men. So what do you mean, like fetishize? Like
I just like to say these words. It's like it sounds like you're gonna get canceled.
Circumcised and uncircumcised came from you,
which was also my idea. Exactly. Yeah. So here we go.
Well, you're very creative, and like. Throughout the decade, I'll always call you, you know, or pitch you something, and I just think we're very good going back and forth with ideas. And
you have such good ideas.
Well,
you do.
Well, thanks.
But I have better. Yeah, better ones.
you do have better. So I just want to give a nod to our sound mixer, editor / producer Casey, Felicia's son-in-law. Really misses Felicia, so he actually made a sound effect board of Felicia's sounds. So. Casey, do you want to?
Oh!
What was that, Casey? Do it again.
It's an Asian wave.
Okay, so Felicia could be here. It's like her AI.
Oh, it's a robot?
Oh, wow. Wow, that's good.
So she's here. We will call her at some point. Like,
Does she know that I'm hosting?
She doesn't know. It's going to be a surprise. So she's in Florida with Karen.
Let my people go.
How will she take it?
I think sometimes she's scared of you too, not like because she thinks you're going to make fun of her.
This is not making fun of him. I want her to know that I'm laughing with her.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
He's great. I love him.
Thank you. Thank you, Felicia.
Should we turn it to our obsession with true crime?
Go ahead.
So it's not even true crime. It's more of these characters. Like, I remember years ago, you were obsessed with all things Casey Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
Explain to me your obsession with this Casey Anthony story.
Everyone's going to think I'm so fucking crazy.
Well, it's like the best crazy.
But you like it.
I love it.
People are like, they all like true crime as well. So Casey Anthony, what about my obsession you're asking?
You were just so into that story.
Yeah, Orlando Trash.
Like, did she do it?
Yes, of course she did
Exactly.
it. And she's doubling down and saying she didn't do it, that Hulu document. Like, did you like that?
I watched part of it and I struggled.
Did you watch the Lifetime thing with her parents?
No, tell me, did you?
Yeah, it's disturbing. Well, just because
Were they covering up for her?
No, Casey maligned her parents. Did you not watch the trial? She said that my dad did this to me. My dad.
I
did
don't
that
need to
me.
watch it when you could tell me everything.
She says her dad had something to do with it. Her dad,
Like her dad.
found Kaylee in the pool, and also conspired with her to hide the facts like from her mother. The whole thing's crazy, but she like really was like maligning her dad.
Wow.
Yeah, so she continues to do that, and that's why they did the lie detector test on Lifetime to make sure people knew the truth.
It's interesting that Lifetime's really taken on this like female true crime. I killed somebody. For instance, one of our new favorites, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Let's give a minute to Gypsy
Rose Blanchard. Oh my God.
This year, 2023 has brought us two amazing, significant female characters. One in Gypsy and one in Natalia Grace on Max.
Oh my God. I'm obsessed.
I just feel like when these shows aired, all I thought to myself was Jordan must be creaming in his pants.
When it actually aired pretty much close to like simultaneously.
Well, the Gypsy Rose original doc, Mommy Dearest, was like a year or two ago.
Let's break it. Like, forget the documentary. Forget the Max series, all of it. Like when Gypsy wanted to tell her truth and Natalia's like second season came on, like they were basically neck and neck.
They were neck and neck.
I wonder if they've ever met.
I want to say no.
Do you think that one is more attractive than the other?
Wow, I do.
Go.
I do. I think Gypsy. In fact, let's play a game, Gypsy Rose versus Natalia Grace.
You're sick.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so you started, which is who's more attractive, Gypsy Rose?
Why?
I mean,
teeth?
I just think she's got this. She's like doing makeup now. She's like really owning herself. She's all over TikTok. She's like loving it. She's confident. She like exudes a little sex now that she's married, and
with confidence. Do you think that also exudes like
crazy?
1,000%. Yeah. So, what do you think Natalia's like? I think she's actually learned more. Like, I think she's learned more about her.
Let's
life.
just give this a minute. Spoiler. I don't know if anyone who hasn't seen the season 2 of the Curious Case of Natalia Grace, but it ends in such a dramatic moment of her fucking adopted parents calling back and being like, "We changing our mind. She is crazy." It's like, what? The whole time you think, "Oh my God, this girl was taken advantage of," and "Oh my God," and now the bishop, the priest is like,
well, that's her now like new father, right?
I don't think so anymore, because guess what? Homegirl had a GoFundMe page because she wanted to buy a house, because I think they kicked her out.
So you think that do you think they were using her, the new parents?
No, I think she legit turned crazy, and I cannot wait for season 3.
So let me go backtrack a little bit, because the season 1 was all about the first adoptive parents being crazy.
Crazy
right?
Michael, who I do believe you could play in a play.
Someone else-
you could portray him.
What do you mean?
Give me more.
He's just really angry. He's like, he's like, I didn't do it. And
He's like having a tantrum on the floor.
He's nuts. And but I do have respect for him, because look, he did take her in off the streets of Ukraine.
But he didn't take her from Ukraine. He took her from another couple that they
never met. They never even seen them. Who knows the truth?
That's the problem. But this whole series is there's so many layers.
But do you really think that the second season really made her seem like the crazy? I thought she actually seemed more sane.
No, the second season was her take, and all of a sudden we're like, oh my God, they took advantage of her and she was abused, and it's all about her confronting him, and I'm all about rooting for her, and then it takes this fucking turn. Whose career has more promise, Gypsy or Natalia?
So there's a difference between like a short term and a long term.
Mm-hmm.
Like who has more? I think that Natalia actually has more promise for the long term.
Really? Well, Gypsy dropped I don't know if the book is out.
She blew her load. She's blowing her load.
She did.
So like, what do you do now? She has this new Lifetime series. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Gypsy?
Yeah.
It's already on.
She has
Another one?
yeah.
Another one.
Stop.
Wait, what?
Do your homework.
The prison. Hold on. The one where she gets out of jail.
Yeah, that's the one that's like the what's on like happening like right now.
And now there's another one.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
I'm not sure if it has its area. I don't know the title, but it's about her life as a married woman, post adjusting to society.
Do you think she's going to get oversaturated a la Taylor Swift?
I could never get tired of Gypsy, personally.
Yeah.
But the world can.
The world can.
Mm-hmm. And I do think that she's going to have a fall from grace, which might actually be her second coming. So
Really?
I would love for her to kill her husband.
I don't think she...
What do you mean?
She's not killing. Like, she got some guy to kill her mother.
She
didn't-
basically killed the mom.
She did not
She left the gloves out for him. She's got blood in her hand. She thinks she's scot-free. She's not. And she's going to snap again. And guess what? She's going to get 8 million more TikTok followers.
Wow.
Wait. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I love you, Gypsy.
Who's more talented? Gypsy or Natalia?
What's your definition of talent?
I could see, I mean, look, if we're going to go like show talent, Gypsy.
100%.
But like fucked up, like conniving, manipulating, maybe Natalia.
Can you wrap it up? I feel like there's this thing with everyone watching the show. They don't. I myself included. Clearly, I'm lost. Like, did she lie about her age? Did she?
No, I don't think she lied about her age at all.
She was in the bathtub and she had like pubic hair.
Well, there was a New York Times article that 7-year-olds, and I've heard this. In fact, I saw this on a Facebook post in Brooklyn. This is probably, I shouldn't be saying this. A mom posted, like, my daughter has pubic hair, and she's 7.
I'm going to throw up here.
So talk closer to the mic so everyone can hear you.
I'm going to throw up.
Okay. So it's a thing. You could have pubic hair at the age of 7. And I do believe that Michael, now I didn't get anything until I was like 18.
You're sick. So, but we're not talking about you, Marni. She always brings it back to you. Okay. So it's like about Natalia Grace. So did she lie? Did she not,
No, I don't think she lied. I think Michael and what was Christine? Is that her name?
The devil, the monster.
The monster who like didn't come out. I think they really didn't, once they realized, oh, this kid's going to be expensive to have. She's got all these surgeries. You know what? Let's just lie about her age. Who's making more money right now?
Gypsy.
I wonder if Natalia is even like taking advantage of this moment.
I mean,
she had a GoFundMe page. It's so sad.
If she would do OnlyFans, I think she would get a lot of money.
That is the sickest thing I've ever heard and the greatest idea. Let's move on to the news of the week. Mr. Jordan Brodsky, did you see the trailer for Wicked?
Of course.
What do you think?
It looks really good.
You know it's dropping in 2 parts. It's going to be...
Of course.
Well,
You're acting like I don't know about Wicked?
Well,
Go
Jordan,
ahead.
I know you know. You're a gay man who likes to sing musical numbers.
Here
of
she's
course you like
tokenizing
Wicked.
them again. Here she is.
Okay. I'm tokenizing. So
I love it.
Do you have any thoughts on Ariana Grande?
I'm so excited. I think it's going to... I mean, I'm more obsessed with Cynthia Erivo.
Okay.
Like, beyond. I've been obsessed with it.
Talent. That's true talent.
She's insane. She's the most insanely talented person I've ever seen in my life.
So what do you think about this pairing then of like Ariana?
It's really good.
Isn't she like an Oscar winner or Emmy winner?
She's I think 1 award away from EGOT. I could be wrong.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah. So
She's
we're
incredible.
excited for Wicked.
Yes, very much excited. The trailer is very good. I would have loved a little bit more tease of the singing, the vocals, but I was happy with the
drop.
The drop. Yeah.
Do you know that Portia is coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
I do.
Any thoughts?
I think it's a smart move for both the show and for her. Like, what is she doing sitting there? Like, she's not making that much money.
Yeah, she was on a girls' trip, right?
Yeah, but she needs to come back. She needs to come back home. You know,
I like that, and it's your home.
Atlanta.
Do you have a love for the Housewives of Atlanta because you're from there?
Of course. I just like the places, the restaurants. Like I just know everything about it. It's just like very strange to see them in my home turf. But I'm a New Yorker now, but it's the same thing with New York. You know, I love seeing where they go, what they do. But now the franchises have kind of changed since the girls' trip, and the new casts and stuff. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. And do you know? The Handmaid's Tale Season 6 began production this summer, and it's going to air in 2025.
Are you sure it's only Season 6?
I mean...
I think it's more than that.
I think it's Season 6. And I think she's pregnant in real life, so maybe they need a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been obsessed with that show since the beginning.
Oh, of course. See, that's like more fucked up shit. Like
6?
Yeah.
It's 6?
It's season 6. We
Okay.
just got
The
confirmation.
Handmaid's Tale?
Yes, because they took breaks. Yes.
I feel like it's been more, but maybe that's because like each season feels like it's like
long, and maybe there are 2 parts one season, but it is season 6, and I want to say this article didn't say is it the last season.
What do you think?
I think it's got to be. This has got to end.
I just can't believe that like Mrs. Waterford and her like what are going to be friends. Like I just don't. At this point, I felt like I'm a huge fan of the show. I will keep.
And
it
I
going.
haven't read the books. People have read the books. I don't know if that was in the books that they were teaming up together.
The books ended like after season 1. Like it's been fictionalized since after that.
Right.
So now it's just the writer's imagination. But yeah, I don't believe it right now. But I'm open. I'm open to it.
Well, then you know what time it is? It is circumcised gems.
My idea.
It's your idea. Let's discuss Vanderpump Rules of this week.
Let's do it.
Sandoval looks like a fucking disaster in this episode.
Why? He looks handsome. He still looks good.
I don't mean physical.
Oh, okay.
Physically,
I'm not a fan of his face.
Felicia's not a fan of his face. Sandoval bringing up James and Kristen from like years back is so sad. And then the big talk that he had with Lisa was a little like, I'm going through a lot. I was like, he's kind of a pussy.
He loves to cry on camera.
He loves to cry. And look, and I said this to Darren a few episodes ago. I feel like this is old news already. Like, are we over this storyline? Or will it never be over?
I am impressed with how fast they quickly jumped into the jealousy of Ariana, because like that was just like kind of like as a reality TV producer, like you would know and assume that the cast would be jealous of her success immediately after the scandal. So like they pretty much went into it pretty quickly.
Yeah, they did.
They may not be calling it
going to be the through line, I think, of this season.
Which, and then, you know what, Ariana, like probably, I'm not sure if I saw the article or you told me, I forgot, but she like intelligently was like saying like, I could see them the audience turning on me.
Yeah, she did. She did say that. Like they're going to turn on me this season.
We're not going to turn on her, but I think she's smart enough to know that like with every valley comes the peak, you know, or vice versa.
Schwartz saying, bring up her ego.
Yeah.
I might be one of the only, I like Schwartz.
Sure.
I actually feel bad for Schwartz.
He seems like a really nice guy.
I mean,
why do you feel bad for him?
Because like Ariana has to cut him off. Please, girl, everyone cheats on everybody in this group. Felicia says that. They're all cheating on each other.
I'm tired of it.
Well, I don't know if Ariana and Tom were like go back. Like I don't know if they were like BFFs from like the OG days. He did some shady shit. He like defended Tom. He covered for Tom a lot of the times.
He did.
He probably elaborated on some half-truths, doubled down. She saw the truth.
She saw the truth.
You know, I just like, I want all the success for her. I think he's also benefiting, but what about Raquel? Where is she in this?
I really wish that they could get Raquel this season.
Do you think she's just like actually healing and like staying
No, she's at fucking Fashion Weeks. Well, here's the problem. When they filmed it, maybe. But now she's like making public appearances.
Or is she waiting for her like money?
Moment. She's waiting for her moment. Uh-oh. Felicia just texted me.
Uh-oh.
I'm ready to go to sleep. So we are going to call Felicia. Here. Let's see how long it takes for her to get on the Zoom. Up. Here she comes. Hi. Hi, Felicia. All right, so guess what, Mom?
What?
Live from, where are you, West Palm Beach?
Yes.
All right, live from West Palm Beach. I couldn't do this by myself, so we have a special guest who's taking your place.
Oh, who?
His name is Mr. Jordan Brodsky.
Hey, Felicia.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
It's so sad.
Okay.
It's so sad that I'm taking your place on the show. I'm so sorry.
It's sad that I again don't get to be with you.
I know. I miss you. How's Florida?
It's been it's been fine. I mean, it hasn't been hot. It's been really nice.
You look great.
You do look pretty good, but Felicia, you did text me that you were going to go to bed. Are you tired?
That's the only way and that was the only way I could get you. I don't know what time you were going to call in, and I said I don't want to wait anymore.
Okay, so Mom, I'll get right to it.
All right, get right to it.
I feel like you've watched a few shows. I didn't think you were going to watch anything, but you tell me what you've watched in Florida.
Okay, first of all, we did watch me and Karen and I watched The New Look, but unfortunately it was only the first 3 episodes, obviously.
I just
which
want to say.
we loved.
I think this is my new favorite show. The New Look on Apple TV. It's about World War II. I thought it was just going to be about fashion. I'm blown away by this show, Mom. Blown away.
if this is
It's based on true events.
I know, but right now I think Coco Chanel was the biggest dick walking,
Felicia,
and dumb, and it really upset me that she was. To me, she was a collaborator.
Oh my God.
Well,
go in, Felicia. No, this is why your mom's really good at this, is because she doesn't.
To me, she was a collaborator.
And I'm watching this show having feeling bad for her because they want to kill, she's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like, does she help the Nazis or are they going to kill her?
She wants to be on the winning side. Did not matter. It's not like she said, I hate that. She said she wants to be on the winning side because all she cared about was her business.
And I didn't know Jews were running her business. So they were trying to take.
They were her partners because,
Well, I do know that the Jews were mostly they were the most leading fashion.
They were involved in the fashion.
Very much so. They were the ones that were good left.
Jordan, wasn't it called the schmatza business?
Yes, it was.
You were gonna say
she
something
said,
else.
She said schmatza.
Especially in New York.
No,
it was called the schmatza business.
I don't know the
this.
Coco Chanel story, but I know that a lot of the leading designers in Germany did leave because they.
Do you think the story is true about Christian Dior's sister getting taken to a concentration camp?
That I gotta hope she makes it, but I liked his character.
He's amazing. He is a villain from Ready Player One. Ben Mendelsohn. This show. I am watching this show. I got to tell you, I think it's better than Masters of Air. I think I hate to say it, I'm enjoying it more than True Detective. I am feeling I'm watching history.
It's not, but it's a little bit exaggerated. You're acting like it's the truth. It's the fact.
You're right. I don't know what's the truth.
Your mom's saying I hope she makes it. We don't.
I don't know. That's why I kept saying I don't know if this is not true or not. By the way, just get that because I don't know how long we have. I met a few girls, and because I had my iPad with me, I was able to put on.
Stand by for Uncircumcised Gems. I knew you were going to give it to us. What, Felicia?
The dating
naked attraction you showed to the Jewish women in Florida
at the pool.
What? How did Jordan is shaking his head?
Felicia, you're sick.
First, I showed it to Karen, just Karen and I, and we could really 10, 15 minutes.
Are you at least watching a different episode every time? Or are you replaying the same shit?
Whatever, literally whatever.
If you haven't seen Naked Attraction, I beg of you to at least put 10 minutes on if you want to see how different vaginas and penises actually convey.
Can I just say a real thing while I have you on the phone, Felicia? I just have to say something.
Yes.
You're so amazing at this. I discovered you. I basically should be your management at this point. And I think you're so amazing on this. I have some kudos. I'd like to give you some credit for. I think you and your daughter talk about penis the most. I think you guys talk about it a lot. You watch videos together. What's stopping you just watching?
No, we do not. No. We would, but we don't.
Drake is the only video we watched together.
Drake was
I haven't even seen the video, but you two have been. God knows what you're doing with that video.
Action. What do the women at the pool think?
Their mouths dropped. We all watched about 10, 15 minutes.
At the pool, how did you see with the sun? Were you guys covering your eyes?
First of all, we had umbrellas.
Oh, that's very helpful.
Why are you guys calling it a TV show? Just call it what it is, porn. It's exactly.
It's weird because it just shows you how, I don't know, how average people are.
You might as well just flip through a Playboy or Playgirl at this point.
But that's very well manicured women and men. This is legit.
Stuff you don't want to see?
Maybe flabby. That's what's great about the show. It's real people. They're not casting gorgeous people. This is real people next door neighbors.
My favorite line that Felicia said, I actually wrote this down. My favorite line, Felicia, that you said in this whole podcast through every episode is, men's penises are all different. So that
because I've been around.
No. But you and Marni have a lot to say about dick. A lot.
Oh, Mom. So when do you come back to New York?
You're missed.
Sunday.
I wanted to tell you, I started Life and Beth, the season 2 on Hulu with Amy Schumer, which I know you're very excited about.
Oh, did it start already?
It started today, and I think all the episodes dropped. By the way,
really?
Yes, Felicia.
But you did not give me Hulu, so I have to wait till Sunday.
Well, Mom, her iPad got full of storage because we downloaded so much Korean content.
So much Korean.
In fact,
which, by the way, I'm so happy you did, because at night when I go to go to sleep, I watch about 2 hours of my shows.
Felicia, can we
don't.
No, I'm going to give Jordan who's taking your place. 60 seconds on the clock for stand by.
I hardly watched it.
Stand by, Jordan. The Korean Minute with Mr. Jordan Brodsky. While Felicia listens, and maybe she'll critique you. We don't know. Stand by. I will tell you when. And go.
I just watched a little bit of The Strongest Delivery Man, Felicia. Have you been watching it?
Oh, those are great. That's a good one. Did you like it?
You know what? I got into it. I can see why you like it. Because Marni says that you have an attraction towards Korean everything. Korean men, Korean clothes, Korean food, everything.
Well, not the food so much, but certainly the men and the clothes and the beauty products. They're cleansing.
They're such good storytellers. I thought that the show started off really good. Like, you remember, tell me, is it a hero story? Like, is this guy trying to like be like vigilante and trying to...
That's the one. I started it. I'm watching so many shows that I go from one to one. It just takes me a while sometimes to get into it. And I'm watching so much that there's taking up hours of my life. And half the time I watch at night, obviously, and I end up going to bed at 3 a.m, which is horrific.
That's your minute. That's your minute.
Stop.
I'm proud of Jordan for taking. I gave him a lot of homework.
A lot of homework.
you.
I think it's amazing that you watch so much Korean content.
She loves it. I don't know how you do it.
It's a lot of. I don't leave the house.
I'm gonna get into it just so I can have another appearance on the show.
Ooh, I like that.
And maybe I'll give you another one that's Reply 1980. Very wholesome.
I will say the listeners might want to know what's your top Korean show that people may want to watch.
My top Korean show, which happens to be 10 years old, is a show called Healer, Healer. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you anybody's name because I can't remember them and I can't pronounce them.
That's okay.
And that's my problem, obviously.
I have a question for Felicia.
Yes.
What's Rummy Cube?
Oh,
Rummy Cube is kind of like a card game, but with tiles.
it's fun. It's easy.
When you either get like a run or you get like same numbers, you have to like put down your...
You have to teach me one day.
It's easy.
I have to play.
It's an easy game to learn.
My dream is to play Rummy Cube with the two of you.
Actually, Darren Karp plays Rummy Cube with
Wow.
her girlfriend, and she would love to play with Felicia as well. Felicia, you're going to be like a celebrity Rummy Cube player before you know it. We are going to talk about, guess what I watched?
What?
I watched the Jennifer Lopez movie this morning.
And
This is me, ... now. Honestly, it was just like the trailer. What the fuck is this? What genre are we in? I just felt like, look, I will say there's dancing, and the dancing reminded me of Rhythm Nation, a la Janet Jackson. That was great. I'll stare at Jennifer Lopez all day long, but I felt like Jordan, TTH, trying too hard.
TTH.
She was trying too hard, like beyond. And there's so many celebrity cameos in this, and these top celebrities were playing horoscope gods. Jane Fonda.
Really?
Sofia Vergara. Like Jay Shetty, Keke Palmer. They're playing and they're like looking down. It's like they're in the future. They're in the past. We're in a rom-com. But at the same time, she's making fun of herself for getting married so many times. But I really feel
that's a good thing. Thank goodness she was making fun of herself.
She's making fun of herself, and I think some people may think this is amazing, but it's no Beyonce's Lemonade, which I think is so much better. And I also feel like her music is just like her music was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It's like enough of Jenny from the Block. All of her music sounds the same. And I love her, and she's gorgeous, great. But like this was just like, it was too much for me. And she put all of her own money in, which is great because I think she spent $20 million on this movie and like a whole other part experience. But I don't know. I think Beyonce's going to give her a big run for her money this year. That's my prediction.
I'm assuming an album. She's obviously made an album.
It's an album musical experience.
All kick the album.
Yeah, and basically she doesn't need music videos now for the album because this will be her music videos, which is basically what Lemonade was. And if you haven't watched Lemonade, I highly, highly recommend it.
Okay,
I loved it.
I have time.
You have so much time. It's really good, like background. In fact, J-Lo, if you have nothing to do this weekend while it's snowing or not snowing, do laundry, like put that shit on in the background. It's on Prime. And the best part was Ben Affleck's appearance, if you could recognize him. And that might be spoiler. Felicia, go to bed. I've got some wrap-ups to do with Jordan. We love you.
Love you. Have fun.
I love you. Thank you, Jordan, for
Thank
being
you.
my...
I love it. Can I come back?
Yes. Bye, Jordan.
Bye. Love you.
Bye, Felicia. What'd you think of Fel?
You know what? I have this envy for her. I'm envious that you guys are doing this thing. Maybe I should. I wish I was blood relative. I wish.
It's funny. I think a lot of her friends really are like, "Wow, you guys have a great relationship."
And I think that really reads. It reads because people can sense the love for you have. But I don't know any mother that watches like Drake jerking off with her daughter. I don't, and that's why this podcast is going to just take off because I think you guys are just like bosom buddies, and I think that like to know you is to love you, and the fact that you love talking about penis so much, I'm on board. So
I love that.
How big can it be?
oh my God, there she is. And I'm envious that she has this time with you. I'm envious that you have this time with her, and that I'm also more just angry that you've taken my art and just you're profiteering off of it.
Well, maybe you could work on the production side of things when
I see how you treat your production. So, so I don't know.
Oh, baby, that's regards to you, Casey. But we love you.
I think Marni. For those of you that don't know, Marni's husband Casey, he's an amazing man. You've heard him a little bit when he was talking about the hospital story. Was it with Richard Gere? Who was it?
No, Harrison Ford.
Excuse me. Yeah, Casey's an amazing guy. Marni really needs to cherish him.
I do. You know what we haven't spoken about? Love Stalker Killer on Netflix, which was like the #1 movie on Netflix this week, and I made Casey watch it. And talk about crazy. Bitches be fucking crazy. Is this a spoiler? Sure.
I don't know if she was crazy.
The girl that did it?
She's fine.
What?
I'm just joking. No,
you watched it.
Of course I did. So who do you blame more? The crazy woman who killed the girl that he was dating and like pretended
Carrie,
she was
Lisa.
You remember the names? Yeah,
I think so. So batshit crazy.
Well, I blame this guy because like did he not know? Did he not like think it was weird that like there's 14 email addresses and like 30 different numbers? Come on.
Oh, I kept thinking this guy gets so much ass.
I know.
Were you ever thinking like? And this guy seemed very nice.
Well, mechanics.
Nice
mechanics.
He was nice. Not so bad to look at. Not hot.
I felt bad for his like ex-wife, like the one with
the baby mama with these 2 kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's an hour and a half doc.
It's great.
It's definitely worth the watch. It's no American Nightmare, but it's worth the watch if you like crazy bitches.
Yeah, Marni can relate because
why are women so goddamn desperate?
Oh my God, she's everywhere. I love it. Everywhere.
This woman was so desperate. Thank you, Felicia, for chiming in.
But what did she do? Like, what did she actually? I'm just joking. No, I cannot.
What did she do?
But it's just a crazy story.
It really is a crazy story. And I think of the production side of things, like how did they find this story? This happened in 2012.
Also, by the way, did you notice like he was in the recrease himself? Like,
oh my God, Casey was saying, oh my God, this guy is doing the recreation.
That actually tells you
like
so
high
much
quality right there.
Not only was it a high quality, it just tells you a lot about like what like the world is right now. You know what I mean? Like everyone's like, I just suffered like this horrible experience where this woman stalked me that I fucked once, and then
this wasn't just happening. This was in 2012.
But the bottom line is
maybe like a year or two later. I think the stalking went on for like a few years.
It's not about the stalking at this point because the woman died up to 10 years ago. Like,
right.
It's about like now I'm willing to just like just blast this to everyone, and I'm going to be.
Do you think he was like, I need money?
Sure.
Yeah, it's always about money.
Sure.
It's always about money.
Isn't it sad? Or exposed? There's got to be something else. Clicks, like something. If it's not money, it's like indirectly money because like maybe future money. It's it's really. I mean, I would do a lot. So,
would you be in your own recre document? Like, would you do
after I did what? After I did what?
I mean, I don't know.
After I killed someone,
you went on a date. You met a guy on Grindr.
After
something happens.
Absolutely.
Like, and from a production standpoint, wow, does that make production so much easier? You don't have to hire stupid fucking actors to be in the recreations. I hate recreations that look so bad. That's why I liked American Nightmare.
Well, it looks so good.
I recommend this doc if you haven't seen it. It's on Netflix. Lover, Stalker, Killer. Watch it. I just can't believe women exist like this.
You can't? You look in the mirror.
But now I'm realizing, is the theme of our show today crazy bitches? Natalia, Gypsy.
You, me.
Oh my God, that's the title of the episode.
Crazy bitches.
Yeah,
there we go.
Jordan Brodsky.
Please, is that really what you're going to title it?
I think we should.
Absolutely.
But you're Mr. Creative. Do you have any other better ideas?
No, that
crazy bitches
takes the cake.
Credit. Oh, we didn't even discuss the Traitors.
Oh my God,
there's so much to discuss.
I know. What are your thoughts?
I mean, look, I'm entertained. I thought this episode was good. Like, I mean, I guess spoiler.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, it's one of those shows that
she
I
had to go.
Which
Or,
one?
like poverty had to go.
I just love saying I say poverty,
Poverty.
but it's like with a PR.
Poverty.
She's actually when she's trying to get Peter on her side, I was like, she is good.
She is good.
I thought she was gonna
I was
actually.
like, is she gonna flip him? And now the house thinks he's a fucking traitor.
Good. She did her job, but she's gone already.
Yeah.
So
I like him.
I mean, he's hot.
He is cute. I hated Dan. I was happy he went.
He played the game so horribly. Like
Dan did. Phaedra's playing the best game, don't you think? But
yes, but I'm just like shocked because it's I'm surprised she was chosen as a traitor because it's so like her. You know what I mean?
have you watched? Talk to me about your history with the Traitors.
I watched season 1 of the American version. Did
you like it?
I love it. Alan Cumming's the best. He's so funny. I love how it's just like has this beautiful like skeleton, but everything within it is just rogue. You know what I mean? Like these people are just insane.
It is. And it's like a real, like, some people are like, oh, I don't get it. But it's like, someone told me, like, you just have to accept for what it is. Like the costumes and the ridiculousness of it. And like, they're just put into this world and it works.
It totally works.
Like reality stars given these ridiculous circumstances. My question about Cummings is, and he's going to be at the 92nd Street Y Monday night, doing like a watch party about the Traitors.
Oh, wow. Really?
With the moderator. Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, I love it.
It is. And so my question is like, I'm always wondering, like, is a producer in his ear? Does he have the script memorized?
That's great.
How does he
Actually, I
know
asked
what
the
to
same
say?
question too.
How does he know what to say?
You could tell he memorized them because I think there's when you see the wides and the shots of the rooms, there's nowhere the prompters to be.
Right, there's no prompter, right?
I think he memorizes some of them.
If you have any intel, if you work on the show, please
let us know.
Please let us know. I really want to know. And I guess if we see him at the 92nd Street
Do you like
Y.
the gameplay? I'm so bored. I don't care about the games.
Oh my God, I don't care who gets the shield. I don't care if they get money in the end.
Who cares? Because they're all getting paid for this regardless. Like, what's the 5,000 going to do?
I agree. It's funny you say that. I don't want to admit it because
I want to fast forward.
Me too, but I don't. Do I look at my phone at that part? Maybe.
And I also realize maybe it's come up a couple times, but it's never like a tactic. Like they maybe use it maybe like once or twice, but it's never like, oh, let's keep her because she was good at the game. Like no one.
Oh, you're right. Nobody gives a shit if you're athletic. Like Big Brother, you get to be athletic.
It's how manipulative you are. What a good liar you are.
It's really about lying. I kept thinking if I was a traitor, I would play the game just like I'm a faithful and be like they're
Team Faithful.
Pretend you're a faithful and just go.
Yeah, but I think that that's what Poverty did poorly is that she just seemed like a traitor.
Well, the biggest mistake they made was that her and Dan teamed up.
Well, I mean that she did make that mistake, but she also kind of flipped it at the end. She tried, but not well enough. Clearly.
We're gonna wrap this up, Jordan. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you for having me.
Let's discuss. This is our segment by Felicia. I don't know if you know what are you watching this week, and I can tell you right now, True Detective season finale is on this weekend. Guess what also comes out this week? The Where is Wendy Williams documentary.
Oh my God.
We've got to watch that.
We must.
Blackberry on Hulu drops. If you have not seen Blackberry, it is the sleeper hit of the year. This movie is fantastic. I loved it. Also, I don't know if you watch, I am obsessed because I binged it. Summer House on Bravo premieres this week, and I can't fucking wait for the drama with Lindsay Hubbard and Carl. I can't wait.
You love it.
I love it. Did you watch? Are you a Summer House person?
I love it, but I'm not as into it as you are.
I think because I binged it. Like when you binge something, you like
right.
You really
You're in
like. I'm so in, and I think Carl's at D. A big douchey dick, and I think Lindsay Hubbard is another crazy bitch. So that's a great way to end our show. I can't thank you enough, Jordan. Jordan, where can people follow you or watch your shows?
I'm on the gram. I'm on the gram.
What's your gram name?
Bro Jordan.
Bro Jordan.
You can find me through Marni. Marni's my agent at certain times as well.
And how did I forget that you were like you have an Emmy for Queer Eye?
Yeah, I was a producer on Queer Eye
the year that it won the Emmy.
Yeah, well. They win every year.
They win every year. People love Queer Eye. So you have a great res. Thank you for joining us. And I feel like it won't be the last we see of you. So, bye, Felicia.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.